1,100 college students a year commit suicide. That's 3 a day.
Too many.
I think the most common warning signs are isolation and depression. Changes in regular behaviors, like someone who all of a sudden was pretty active and had a lot of friends, all of a sudden nobody knows where they are anymore. They're withdrawing from life.
I think that varies. Some will be down, and no matter what happens, they don't ever get cheery. Talking about it, threatening it, making comments that things will never get better.
I would say people keeping to themselves, maybe not acting like they used to do. If you have a friend that is always the same way every day, then suddenly they seem more shut in, or they seem more apt to say no rather than yes. That's always been a big warning sign for me. But that'd probably be the biggest one. A change in attitude, change in daily routines, those kind of things.
I'm not sure that we can ever prevent suicide. It would be great if we could, but what we can do is we can provide training to help decrease the amount of suicide, either from the completed suicides or the amount of attempts. Part of that has to do with starting doing a lot of programming, a lot of education about it. Making sure that those appropriate people are trained, like I said, with the gatekeeper training, suicide prevention for the gatekeepers, being able to ask those questions, being able to look for the signs, and not being afraid to talk about it, knowing that this is a huge part of our population. Like I said before, suicide is the second leading cause of death for college students. So we know that it does happen, so let's address it when we need to.
I think the key to the community and school piece is group activities, such as the Suicide Prevention Walk. Perhaps not just as the fundraiser piece, because oftentimes students really struggle with making cash donations, but they really want to be involved. Education.
Put it out there as often as possible that help is available and that it is a permanent solution to a very temporary problem. Things will get better.
Make it a family-based atmosphere. Going back to the support system thing, have a support system. Make sure that everyone knows they're not alone. Everyone has somebody there. That doesn't. A lot of times with people that are depressed, they think no one's there for them, when in reality, everybody is. So I think schools, communities, all those things need to be mindful of the fact that the feelings they're having are very strong, and that it may not make sense to us, but we need to do whatever we can to be able to support them in any way possible.
If you suspect a friend or family member who might be suicidal, the first thing you want to do is ask them, do you want to kill yourself? And if they say yes, then seek out appropriate help. Whether it's calling a parent, calling 911, calling your RA, calling the campus safety here on this campus of Paul Smith College, bringing them down to the counseling center, taking them yourself to the hospital, but take it seriously. And that would probably be the most important thing. Take it seriously, don't laugh it off, and get the help that they need.
Don't wait. Don't think it's not going to happen to me, because it can happen to those families. Get help. If you don't know what to do, suicide prevention hotlines, counseling sessions. Make sure that that person is perhaps not left alone. Somebody's checking in on them.
Talk to them, ask them, offer help. If none of that works, get another family member involved.
Well, talk to the right people. Talk to somebody who's been through it. Talk to professionals, and make sure that that person knows that you're there for them in any way, shape, or form. It's very important that a support system is there for them, because no one should really go through that kind of stuff alone.